This is the Arukh HaShulchan OC for day 6 of the cycle, which is Sif Siman Beis Sif Tes, the Siman Gimel Sif Hey. Siman Beis Sif Tes. Also, Adam Shach Arba Amos Kufa Komas Kufa. A person is forbidden to walk 4 amos bolt upright. The Mishnah Berurah says it's also even less than 4 amos. And even if you stand in place and don't walk at all, it's usher. But evidently, according to Mishnah Berurah, it goes without saying that 4 amos is usher. Shneimar, as it says, the entire world is full of His glory, and therefore, this is a glory about Kodesh Baruch Hu everywhere. You should be humble wherever you go. Anybody who walks with a bolt upright posture, as if you're pushing off the legs of the Shekhinah from out of this world. It doesn't mean that wizards should go stooped over. You shouldn't go too upright. With an upstretched neck, or upstretched throat. As arrogant people walk. This language of the Rambam. A person should not go with both upright posture and extended throat, and the way that it says, which is denigrated by the Navi, the girls of Zion went with an upstretched neck. One should not go and walk heel behind toe. In other words, taking small mincing strides. Benachas, kamo anoshim, like women, if they're trying to attack the attention to themselves, and gasei haruach, and who are arrogant people. Kamo shnemar haloch v'tafof atelachna. They went and they tapped and they went, and they walked. Should not run in a Rishus Harabim in a public area like crazy people. Evidently, people did not jog or run back then for exercise. You should not bend over like a hunchback. But rather look downwards, as if you're davening, and you walk in the marketplace, like a person who is involved in thinking about his thoughts of commerce. Also, from a way a person walks, one can tell if he is a wise person who is a thoughtful person, or an idiot and a fool. Shlomo says the Koheles, also on the roadway when a fool walks, his heart is missing. When he tells everybody, by the way, by his gait, that he is a fool. He tells everybody about himself that he is a fool. Sif Yud. Sham. It says in the Masechet Kedushin over there, Avuna Brei Rabbi, which is in I don't know where the last side of Kedushin was. Kedushin Lamed Alf. Ravuna Brei Rabbi Yeshua lo maski arba amos gili arosh. Ravuna, son of Rabbi Yeshua, did not go 4 amos with an uncovered head. He said, Shechina l'mal miroshi, the divine presence is above my head. So I cannot go with an uncovered head. Gufa amar b'Shabbos, Kuf Yud Chesed Beis. He says that tastily I should have credit to lo sagina arba amos gili arosh, should not walk 4 amos with my head revealed. Mishnah Berurah brings down here that Amidas Chasidus is even less than 4 amos, and even when one is sleeping at night, to keep one's head covered. B'Sham Isa, and there it says Kasei Reishach, cover your head. Ki hechetev yelach emsodish mayo, in order that you should have the awe of heaven upon you. That Shabbos comes involved. Maybe Shama said brings there a episode Sheguli Harosh Hevi Adam Lidei Avera. And having one's head uncovered brought someone, if I recall correctly, it was Nachman Bar Yaakov, but that might be a mistake, that brings the person to an Avera. Pisa Maseches Kala, Pa'amachas Yoshim Zkenim. The Maseches Kala, it says in Halacha Beis, 2 times, one time, 2 Zkenim were sitting in Bashar, at the gate for overleaf name, Shtei Tinokos, and 2 children passed from them. Echad Kisa Rosho, Echad Gila Rosho. One had his head concealed, covered, and he had his head uncovered. And they checked out that kid who had his head uncovered. They found that he was both a mamzer and a child was conceived with his mother was a nida as well. Ayin Sham. Arukh HaShulchan explains. The head in which the brain resides, which is the source of wisdom and awe of a Kosh Baruch Hu. Not like some people who were in the misconception that Chazal thought that thought takes place, who are under the misconception that thought takes place in the kidneys. No, Chazal knew that thought takes place in the head. Elolis galos in front of his baruch, it should not be uncovered in front of a Kosh Baruch Hu. Shemolei kol oretz kavodo, whose glory fills the entire world. Just like you should not stand in a holy place with a revealed head. And also king, so actually every place in the world you should see as being a holy place. Mena also king, if you don't do that, Azus Yitzom is Gabra love, Gam below Hargosha, the arrogance of your Yitzhar overcomes you, even if you're not sensing it. It might be the unconscious. There are some great authorities who believe that is there an Isser to go with an uncovered head. Some people say that it's only the Midas Chasidus, it's only something which is a special measure of piety, but not strictly of the law. The Mishnah says that some people say that even for Amos is not usher according to the letter of the law, only for people who are tznuim. But the Taz says that in our day and age it is an Isser Gomer, Medina, according to strictly of the law, to be with an uncovered head, even when one is sitting at home. Arukh HaShulchan continues, regardless of whether it's Midas Hadin or Midas Chasidus, our experience indicates that this is so, that going with an uncovered head is bad for one's hazus, for one's arrogance. He says here in brackets, when one is compelled to do so, Kamo Berkos, Hakesar Yorum Hodo, such as the courts of the government, Shemedina Machusa, there, according to the law of land, was not allowed to go with the covered head there. Mutter, there it's permitted to go with the uncovered head. But if it's not a place where one is compelled to do so, somebody wants to merit the awe of Kosh Baruch Hu, will safeguard himself for going with an uncovered head. It should be enough for those who understand Viduk and understand this well. Yud Aleph. You should check whether you have to go to the bathroom before davening. Gemara Bracha says somebody wants to accept upon himself complete yoke of heaven. You should go to the bathroom. Wash his hands, put on tefillin, say Shema, and Damash Manesri. He got some leaf nose boker v'erev. Fanos boker v'erev. So he should conduct himself to go to defecate morning and night. And this is a way of being careful and diligent and clean. You only have to check yourself. But you checked and no excrement comes out. Even though he thinks that he has to defecate. That is called a clean body. And he has to daven. He can't say, oh, I have a stomach problem, I can't daven. He certainly should not pass man Kriya Shema because of an imaginary need to expel. Torah is not given to angels who transcend bodily restrictions. He has them, therefore he has to act accordingly. For Rabbi there may be make a mistake about this. To say if one feels and has to defecate, one may not recite Shema or daven. Therefore, we have to warn them that this is not true. So a person should not go with part of his body uncovered in public. He also should not go barefoot. The There's nobody more degraded than somebody who walks around barefoot. The Mishnah says in places such as Arabia, where people go barefoot, it's permitted. A road named the Shloah Kodesh, that one is doing tshuva and walking barefoot on account of one's averos, then it's also permitted to walk barefoot. Siman Gimel, Sif Aleph. It says, God charges his angels to watch you on all your pathways. Shabbos, Kufutes and Beis Amrina, it says there, there are two angels which accompany a person, Ayin and Sham. It says themselves, Chagiga Design, that two malachim travel with the person and they testify concerning his deeds, Ayin and Sham. When a person has to go into the bathroom, also we should say before he goes in, be honored, the honored ones, Kedoshim, the holy ones, the servants on high. Shimruni, Shimruni, safeguard me, safeguard me. Izuni, Izuni, help me, V'chulei. Hamtinuli, wait for me, until I go in and come out. Because human beings have no choice but to attend to their needs. And ask the angels, since they are holy and will not enter to there, therefore they should please wait. I'd say so, Misham, until he leaves the bathroom. And they ask him to safeguard, ask the angels to safeguard him from all sorts of damages, meaning from shading. Because that's what the pasuk means when it says Hashem sends you a malach to safeguard you in all your ways. Meaning, in every pathway in which you're compelled to go, even in the places where they cannot enter, they should also safeguard you from the outside. The Shmira is from the shading. We call him you will not be afraid from the fear of the night. From the demon Ketev who robs in the afternoon. The Gomer. The Omer, it says, Azruni, Azruni. Help me. Liana Kius. In terms of being able to expel properly. Because since an expelling waste matter is the primary safeguard of health, that's what a person says. And he says, that is the way of human beings. In other words, what can you do? The person is compelled to do this. Base. Now the custom is not to say this phrase. Only the original pious people who are always connected to Akash Baruch Hu. Concerning them it says Yoshev b'seiser elyon b'tzel Shaddai yislonon. Those who sit in the highest secrets, in the shadow of God they rest. They felt the holiness of those angelic forces accompanying them. For them it was appropriate to say this. But us, even though we certainly have also the concept of being accompanied by malachim, as is clear from the Chazal we brought down. We don't feel them at all. And therefore to say this would be arrogance, and a haughty heart, and it seems like pride. Certainly a holy person, who learns Torah with holiness and purity, he should say, but not us simple people. That is primary, and that is the custom. Mr. Pura says, now we don't say it because we don't consider ourselves to erase Shamayim. That the Malachim even accompany us, that we should ask them to wait until we come out. And Mr. Pura does not distinguish between a holy person and a regular person. So 2 points Mr. Pura argues. He says, they don't necessarily accompany us. Supposed to Arukh HaShulchan says they do, but we don't necessarily sense it. And also Arukh HaShulchan distinguishes between a holy person and not a holy person. Mr. Pura says does not make such a distinction. It says, Pesach Zartos Achayim, Mahabim Niskasha Bezeh. They had difficulty in this, because some do Asi Shapir Veduk. But the way the Arukh HaShulchan explained it, it works out fine. See base beyond Gimel. Sorry, beyond Yehoga. So base Knesset base Akise b'tznius. A person should conduct himself in the bathroom with tznius. And according to we don't call modest person, and we should tznius base Akise unless he's really modest in the bathroom. Brachos Tzemach base. Klamar meaning that feel b'sham even there no way b'tznius. He conducts himself modestly. Kavacham b'shar me'akomos, and it goes without saying in other places. This is what the Rambam says. Tznius gadol, a great modesty, noagin tameichol me'atzmam, tameichol conduct among themselves. Lo yisbazu, they do not degrade themselves. For this galu roshan, they don't reveal their heads, lo gufon, nor their bodies. And even when they enter into the bathroom, they should be modest. He should be modest. For lo yiskal v'gadol, he should not reveal his clothing. In other words, he shouldn't unclothe himself, as he must until he sits down. So they cannot be meaning he should not wipe himself with his right hand. He said, and he should distance himself from all other people. In other words, he should do it in private. And go in the room, inside another room, in other words, in a very private place. A cave inside a cave, and there he excretes. If he's excreting behind a fence, he should distance himself so that his friends should not hear him if he passes gas. And if he's going to the bathroom in an open area, he should distance himself to the extent that his friend cannot see his opening up his backside in order to defecate. If that person should not speak while he is defecating, I feel it's even for great purpose, great need. There should not excuse beyond Beis, and the same way you conduct yourself with sneers in the bathroom during the day. So too must do it at night. Person should should accustom himself to defecate morning and night. Shabbos Arbitz bilvad at only at those times. They should not have to go so far away. Akan l'shono. V'shmit kamadinim she's baru v'lo yadati tamu. That's the whole Rambam, and says he left out several halachos. I don't know why, and I will now tell them to you. Dalit, he's quite down. You should close the door behind you. Two people should not defecate together. Minashima Mubis Sanhedrin. The Gemara says Sanhedrin about women. That the women should women are allowed to speak to each other in the bathroom. In order that men should not come in at the same time that women are present. Iron drum. And that is simply about a bathroom in the fields, loba ear, and not in a city. They also should not go in two women at once into the same stall, into the bathroom. The Mishnah Berurah says only when women go to a public water closet, like a place, a bathroom out in the fields in their days, or in the courtyard of a shul in our day and age. The Chachamim made a rule that they should talk to each other. So even in the city, they should talk to each other. It's a place where other people can come. Back to the Arukh HaShulchan. Person wants to rub the anal opening with a rock or bekisam or a stick. To open his openings. You should first rub and then sit down. And not rub after he sits down. Chazal say. Shabbos. Somebody needs to go to the bathroom. Cannot. This is constipated. Yamod, you should stand up. Yeshev, Yamod, Yeshev, should stand and sit. Oh, you sleep him or walk, go sideways. The Shem Makom Zayin Masugal. This is not the right place for him. Perhaps the first one is stand and sit in place, and then if that doesn't work, to go somewhere else. Or you might or use a stick to a stone, or to rub that place in order to open it up. Or you should distract themselves from other things. The Achshav was then focused on the defecating. The Achshav Puelis, the thought is effective. That says that somebody's going into a real formal banquet. And be denigrating to him. It'll look bad for him if he had to go in the middle of the meal to go to defecate. She'll walk 10 times 4 amos. Or 4 times 10 amos. And then he'll be able to attend his needs. Then he can go in his place to low, and will not have to go out again until the end of the meal. Somebody does have to go back and eats nonetheless. He's like an oven which has been stoked on top of its ashes. And this creates basically the person a bad odor. Sifhei, he said, a person is not supposed to defecate standing up. It seems like that weakens the body. A person should not reveal himself overly much. But if he finds himself one tefach in front of Tifchaim, in front of himself 2 tefachim. We should bring down that the Bach says it's appropriate to be machmir also 1 tefach in front of himself, but that others disagree. The Chiluach Meiraglaim Tzarich Yoser, says Arukh HaShulchan, for the urinating, you need to have more of an opening. And even when he only needs now to defecate. But the urine comes out anyway when he pushes himself to defecate, so he also needs more of an opening in front. Women should only reveal a tefach from behind herself, and nothing in front of herself. The because her stream of urine goes down, not out. Should not push himself very strenuously. Should not take shisha karkashka. He should not break apart the teeth. Meaning, I'm assuming that the barrier at the end of the intestine. He should push slowly. And the excrement which is ready to go out, they will go out. And for those who are not ready to go out, it won't work anyway. The pressing will not work. And when a person sits down, he should not sit down, plop down, meaning with speed and strength. There's an opening with force. And the teeth of the intestine will be severed from the body. Ayin Sham.